everybody, my name is Kristy, and today we're here at Kristy's Corner to make vegan cheese, and it's more like cheese sauce. That's pretty much what it's going to be focusing on. So I have my nice little cooking stuff down here, and so we're going to go ahead and get started. And for those of you watching or hearing me in the background, there's going to be a delay. It's how videos work. My mom's watching. Okay. So we're going to give it a little bit of time. There we go. Okay. So we went ahead and I got all the ingredients together. Now the major one that's been a little hard to actually, I should say, to actually obtain is the actual nuts themselves. Now I'm holding it like this because it is in a pickle jar. The actual container is here. I just got these. Okay. It makes it a lot easier. It's actually cheaper. So we can figure it out from there. Hopefully it won't make too much of a difference. So the first thing that we're going to do is we need to make sure that our nuts are strained. Now, we went ahead and we put the nuts in a strainer. They're already strained as far as that is concerned. So they don't have any excess water in that perspective. Now, they still are very wet, if you can see. They're very wet. This might help. They're still very wet inside, so we have to kind of help that out because we don't want it to be slimy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, this is cheesecloth, and we're going to go ahead and dump them in. This is the total of 2 cups worth of cashews. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take it like this, and we're going to just squeeze. I said we're going to squeeze. I can feel it coming through slightly, which is very good. They actually didn't absorb too much. So, all right. So you can see it's actually a little wet. So we're going to kind of make sure there's a lot of pressure on there, so you can kind of see it going through a little bit. And we're going to just leave it like that for just a second. Now, we'll stick that over to the side for just a second. It's not going to take too long to do that. Actually, one thing you can do, I'm actually going to do this. You're going to use your jar to hold it. Use the jar to hold it. I said coffee. Okay, screw this. We're just going to put it back in the bowl. Okay, so it's in its bowl, all nice, safe, and sound. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to bring over our food processor. Okay, this is a terrible angle for it, so we're going to try to change this up a little bit. There we go. So that way you can see what's inside the food processor. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think that's pretty good. So, what are you trying to tell me? One-4 teaspoon is 1 in garlic powder is 1 clove. That is very good to know. Okay. We will do that in a second. So, we're going to take this off, the lid off. We're going to set it behind us. We have a table behind us. Now we're going to take, that has a little blade that you can do chopping because it's a food processor. And we're going to keep this in, but we have a little blade here that goes in, and it's going to actually chop it up for us. So we're going to leave that in there. Okay. As we wait, for reconnecting because I'm still recording.
Yeah.
Like, this is still going to go on YouTube. This is still going to do all of that. And
just like many other Twitchers.
yeah, and everything. Because it's still recording, so I'm going to keep going for that. So, although it's still trying to connect. Okay, so we got our food processor right here. And what we're going to do is, oh, it reconnected, so yay, everybody's happy now.
Woo!
So that's probably, unfortunately, that's probably going to happen for a little bit. I still have to figure out exactly why. So we're going to go ahead, take our cashews now, because they would have sat there long enough, and make sure the water, because it pretty much absorbed a lot of water in there. Absorbed a lot of water. So we're going to go ahead and undo that. What's funny about this?
What?
Their complaints on the stream, which is my mom and my sister, are based on maybe a 3-minute delay.
Yeah.
So I'm here like, I'd love to help, but I can't. That's in the past. Okay.
You need a time machine for that.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and stick this in there. Which, by the way, for the peanut gallery, if you want to see it in real time, you can just come to the kitchen. Alright, so. It's still recording, that's the main point. Okay. So, I'm going to have my own little cooking audience here. Alright, so we went ahead and we placed the remaining of the cashews from the cheesecloth into the food processor. I was just explaining how your complaints were like 3 minutes away from where I actually was. So I'm laughing because, yeah, you're 3 minutes away from your complaints, but I appreciate your complaints. So, all right, so next thing we need is 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Now, because I doubled the portion, I actually doubled it. I have it in this nice little cup here. And see if I can, there we go, the nutritional yeast. I have actually 4 tablespoons in there. Show it to my audience.
Yes.
Do you see the nutritional yeast?
Yes.
Where to go?
It's like flakes and yeast, but still.
Yep, it's a nutritional yeast. Next is 1 clove of garlic that is crushed. Now, Alec went ahead and so nicely but so weirdly pointed out to me, I say weirdly because it was in the most untimed event, that we're going to be using actual just garlic powder. And it says on the back that actually 1/4 teaspoon is equivalent to 1 clove of fresh garlic. I used 1 tablespoon, which I don't understand the conversion chart well enough to know. Hold on.
Here's a tablespoon. Here's a teaspoon.
I understand. It's also called we can just restart.
Okay.
To me, that's easier. Alright, so since we're doubling, it is 1 teaspoon. And it says that 1 teaspoon is equivalent, 1/4 a teaspoon. How the hell do you get 1/4 of this little thing? What's one? Oh, no, guess. This is 1 clove. I'd need 2 anyway, so that would be half of it. Alright, so there's a full. Okay, I think that's half.
Oh, I'm gonna get.
That's about half.
There's a half teaspoon one on there too,
So
on that ring.
now's the perfect time to do that after Frustration City.
Yep.
Going in. Alright, so that's 2 cloves. Next is half a lemon squeeze. Now I don't have a lemon, because I'm no sourpuss. I love the immediate commentary. So, but I do have lemon juice. So we're going to squeeze 2 squeezes. 1, 2. And call that a day.
That was one juicy lemon.
It was. But the cool part is no seeds.
True.
So there's no seeds. And my page just refreshed because this isn't my recipe. Okay, I'm just showing you how I'm doing it. Okay, so now we have, it says a pinch of sea salt. You may see the salt. I'm actually going to use it. So, but this one is no salt. And it actually has no sodium in it. It has potassium. So we're going to put a little bit on our hand here. I say that's about a pinch. Is that about a pinch?
Yeah.
So that's about a pinch. We go in here. And then we do the same for the pepper. Choo! Sorry! Alright, so that's about a pinch. Alright, next it says we're going to have 5 tablespoons of water. I have the water in this cup. I picked up the wrong cup because they're both blue. And only one of them has the magic liquid of water in it. So we're going to go ahead.
How much water?
5 tablespoons.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And what exactly are you making?
Vegan cheese sauce. It's a cheese sauce. So we're going to go ahead and put the
Where
lid
are you
on.
gonna put that on?
We're going to put that, first of all, in our gullets.
You know what?
Tummies.
Oh.
We're going to just try it before we start putting it on crab. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. Crab, stuff, tomato, soup.
Tomato.
Crackers.
It would help if you plug it in.
Yeah, you do have to plug it in. User error.
Oh! Okay. Go ahead, guess. Just use this one. Scrape it off the walls here. Smells good though.
And this is supposed to go on
Like pasta. You can use cheese dip. Put it on potatoes.
so this is your new cheese. What'd you say?
They said if you want it more liquidy, you can actually use more water. If you don't, obviously, don't use more water. So I'm going to go ahead and add more water here because the recipe itself calls for 5 tablespoons. However, I only used 5, but every other ingredient is double.
It needs more water.
Thank you, peanut gallery. The one bad thing about having an immediate peanut gallery. So here's the food right
But it
now.
smells good.
I know, right? I'll just show you over here. Here's the food right now. See, it should be like pouring out. It's not. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get some more in here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is that what you did the first time? 5?
Yeah, but the recipe, like I said, the recipe called for 5, and everything else was doubled.
Ah.
So it needs 5 more.
Okay.
So put that in there.
Okay.
Put our lovely cap on. Video is sponsored by my mother because she bought me the food processor.
She's a lovely mother.
She is terrific.
I can't see.
No crap. You can come over this side too if you want. Okay. If you'd like tickets to our theater. Alright, so here's the mix right now. It's pretty good. I'd love to move. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make this around. Oh, we have an early tester. Early testing. What do you think?
Good. I just think it needs to be a little bit more liquefied.
Oh yeah, duh. Otherwise it looks like
That's so
peanut butter.
It tastes really good.
Okay.
And I like cashews, so.
Yeah, if you're allergic to nuts in any way, shape, or form, please do not follow this recipe. But you may follow me.
So should you add milk?
No!
How about eggs?
No!
And why?
I'm vegan and it sucks! Okay.
Wrong.
Oh, sorry. I'm vegan and it's amazing!
There you go.
Alright, so we're going to kind of do another 5 here.
That's a moment we'll probably hit replay.
Then you hear yourself saying, I want to hit replay, I want to hit replay, I want to hit replay. Alright, so we're going to stick another 5 in here, because I could use it.
Definitely.
And this is the cool part about cooking, you know, I can't go wrong. If it gets too liquidy, you can add either more nutritional yeast or more cashews. If it is too thick, you can always add water. Okay, so let's.
Regret that. And he's coming back.
All that means is you don't have a sense of humor, which then means that door is a permanent open, and my foot will kick you out that door permanently. Okay, so this actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's still not liquidy, like if you want to use it on pasta and stuff.
Let's test it. Oh, it's looking much better.
More like peanut butter at this point.
Yeah. Now, why does it have this? I don't know.
Peanut taste.
No, it has a grit to it.
That's probably the outside of it, of the nut.
Yeah, it needs to be pureed more.
Okay, let me add just a smidge of water. Actually, I think I'll add more lemon.
Okay.
Because it's a liquid.
Okay, not too much. Remember, you can always add. You can't take it back. Once it's gone, once it's add in, you're done.
Fail. I went to pick up the top, and I forgot this part comes out. That's okay. I'm gonna scoop the sides. That's why it turned
Oh,
brown.
okay.
But it is looking more creamy.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Let me check it out again.
You don't need to keep tasting it. I'm adding water.
Let me see. Oh yeah, now it's getting much better. Well, actually, it is getting more liquefied, but it still has a grit to it.
Hey, that's a good creamer.
I think it needs a little, also needs more nutritional yeast.
Why do you think that's going to help?
Because it tastes more nutty than cheesy. And this one will give it more cheese.
How much did you add in the beginning?
I added, what'd it say, 2 tablespoons, so it was 4. 4 tablespoons. Now,
How much did you just add now?
I added 2 pinches.
You really should get better at marking this down.
I know, but first I gotta find a good recipe. Because this is actually not a recipe I just made up. I actually did find, where is this? Lovingitvegan.com apparently.
Recipe say to soak the cashews?
I actually re-looked. It said you didn't have to soak them. There are recipes out there. They recommend it, and it is because the outside, see now it's getting much more liquidy.
Yep.
That does smell cheesy.
Now keep in mind, this is going to obviously be different than normal cheese, okay? If you're looking for something that is cheese, go to the store. That is not what this is about. This is about people who are vegan, love cheese, want the cheesy taste and texture without the actual dairy. That's what this is about.
Now, another thing to keep in mind is that once this is cooked, let's say over pasta, or you put it in a separate pan just to simmer it, that might help with the grit.
Yeah, I mean, it'll help as far as
Let me try again.
Also some texture to it, especially if you add other sauces or stuff. Why my master tester here is testing it.
Well, taste is everything for it.
Yep.
Well, the grit has come down tremendously.
It
wasn't
needs
like
more
a 10.
liquid.
Yeah, it's now at maybe a 3 or 4.
That's good.
So it's definitely a huge improvement.
Yeah, and
Let's try it
there's-
again.
Let me go ahead and show you guys here at home. Okay, your spoon's not helping. Your spoon's not helping. It's way too close. It's way too close like I am right now. Okay. So they can see the rest of it in here, Mom.
Yeah, but it looks better when you see
Okay,
it.
okay. Here, spoon. We got a spoon. We got a spoon. We got a spoon.
Okay.
There. Okay, so this is. I love my mommy. Okay. So this is the liquid. I'm trying so hard to just aim this right. This is the liquid here.
Now you should try it.
This is the liquid part. It is a lot more liquidy now, obviously. I can't tell. I taste finger. So
You taste what?
I taste finger. So that's what it looks like right now. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and give it a try. Thank you, my lovely assistant. I could have sworn that was his job. All right. Sorry.
Well, his job can be tasting it after you do.
You can still taste a lot of nut, though. A lot of cashew
Yeah.
in it. More yeast! No. Because actually,
Careful, she's got a cold. You might want to get another spoon.
he doesn't
Okay.
care.
You don't care?
He doesn't care.
No.
It actually more seems like it would do very well as a peanut butter.
Yeah.
I mean, with less liquid,
But liquid. But still,
it still makes for a decent sauce, though, if you think about it, because at this point, the only thing right now that's going to help it is just more liquid.
I don't really think that's going to help it because you've added about as much liquid as you possibly can before it turns into soup.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's not going to be a good cheese, and it's still not getting rid of the grit.
Well, not
The
even
grit
just
is
that. You're
way
tasting.
down,
You're
but
tasting
still.
more nut, more cashew than you are cheese.
Well, that's because your main ingredient was a
Well,
nut.
no, I understand that, but there's cheese out there. Like we have, this type of cheese. It's a vegan cheese, obviously. It's Go Veggie. It's vegan cheese. It's their white American style, and it's the bars. Have you tried this yet, Mom?
No,
I don't think you have.
that.
It's 60 calories per little bar. They're really tiny, but 60 calories. Shut the fridge.
You know, you always used your teeth instead of the scissors. One of these days you're going to regret that. I don't know when you don't have them anymore.
There we go. So, I'm going to open this up a little bit more. Have my lovely taste texture test some of it.
So this is regular cheese.
This is the regular
Vegan
vegan cheese I got from the store. I personally like it. But it also tastes, it has a cheese texture, but tastes like mashed potatoes.
Cheese, but I don't know.
It does, it tastes like mashed potatoes to me.
Mashed potatoes?
I just realized I can hear the live stream playing in the bedroom again.
So, well, it's going off and on.
You want to try it?
Let's see where you try it. So,
That's not bad. I could see you putting that over pasta, letting it melt.
so,
Now, how much does that cost?
for a bag worth, they're about $5. For a bag
That's
worth.
not bad.
For what you're getting, it's not that bad.
How many sticks would you probably put in one serving if you're having mac
Well-
and cheese?
I wouldn't use this.
Why?
Because they have DIAYA, DIAYA, I guess. They have a lovely example. That's their name.
Wanted to.
This is a non-dairy vegan yogurt that he randomly decided to go get as we're cooking other stuff.
Oh, can I try it a little bit?
Nom 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 nom.
Oh my god.
I haven't tried it yet.
The container
So,
was blueberry.
So this one, I will say, this recipe not so great. As overall,
What is that called?
that is called yogurt.
Blueberry.
It's a blueberry
Yeah.
yogurt.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
So I will say, for this
I
recipe.
give that a 10 plus.
Okay, let's talk about the recipe.
Okay.
We can talk about that off air. So, for this particular recipe, I will say that it is actually not so great as far as taste. I will have to probably try it with chips or something. Well, actually, I think we have some chips.
Tortilla?
Regular potato chips, because potato chips are vegan. Because I don't know any grease that has any type of animal in it. So let me go ahead here, really quick, just to see if it makes a difference.
Okay.
So regular potato chip, don't get in here.
Oh, so you want to eat it as a dip?
A dip, see if it
Okay.
works as a dip. I can dig it.
All right.
Come,
Can I try?
come try, come try.
Oops. Throw that one
Throw it
away.
away.
Yeah.
Chip,
Chip and dip.
chip and dip, yep. Go dipping. That actually does not taste that bad.
You could have a big enough chip. There we go.
The potato chip,
It helps it.
it really does. It takes
So-
away the grit.
Yeah. So
I don't know
actually,
how, but it wasn't actually not as bad.
so I think it might work really well as a dip.
Yeah.
I am not too thrilled about the flavor of that stuff myself.
So maybe also a better cold, but
Yeah, that might make it better, even better, yeah.
so
Any cheese always tastes a lot better when it's
when
cold.
it's cold, yeah. So I think that would be our consensus.
Well, wait, it is cold. I thought it was better hot.
No, in pasta it can be okay hot. Watch your back.
If you're gonna do it as a dip, Kelly, it needs to be cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think what we'll do is we'll can it, keep it in the fridge, and use it as a dip. I think that's its best purpose right now.
See how that works.
Yeah.
And if that works, then there you go.
So, so yeah, I don't recommend this as a pasta type of thing. I haven't tried it on pasta, so you can try. I just don't think it would do that great. As far as in a dip, I think it would do really well as a dip. You know, maybe add some salsa in it.
The salt on the potato chips
Really
really
help it
helps
out.
to mask the grit. You don't notice it as much.
That and the texture of the chip itself helps because
Yeah.
it blends with the texture.
Right.
So for those of you who are looking probably for a good cheese dip, this might, you know, kind of work for you. I still really find it is really more nutty. They have other cheeses out there that supposedly this is supposed to be the best cheese, but they have cheeses out there that uses potatoes, carrots, and onion in it. I might then try that one if I want to try. Definitely play around with it, see what you'd like to do. You know, see what you find, see what you like. If you have any questions for me, you definitely put them in the comments below. Definitely don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.